What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Beanie Boys Podcast. And today, I have with me Rion Lamar.
What's good?
And I got my boy Turbo Swervo.
What's up, folks?
And I'm your host, Rion Martinez. So we're going to get right into it. Anything y'all want to say before we start? Yes. Oh, also, this is also kind of like a little 4th of July special, so if it sounds like World War III outside, yeah, my neighbors, they be going crazy.
Yeah, they don't shoot fireworks over there. It's gunshots.
Yeah, no cap, like, we really don't be knowing
Even
sometimes.
nigga ain't no rain type shit.
Yeah. But yeah, so y'all ain't had no plans for the 4th other than this? Like, I'm surprised y'all even doing this today.
I was at work, bro.
I'm saying, it don't even hit the same like it used to, I feel like, because,
Definitely don't, bro.
like, last year I watched the fireworks, and this is crazy. Like, I feel like when we was little, like, it used to be so much more. Like, it took so much time. And I was with, like, this girl I know and, like, my homies. And, like, we watched the fireworks, and I swear it was, like, no longer than, like, 20, 30 minutes. And I was like, bro, that's it? They did the finale, and I was like, there's no way that's the end. Like, it used to feel like so long.
Did we do that last year?
Last year?
Last year, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you was there with me?
Thought so.
I don't know if we went together last year.
Like, I might have met you up there.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably met me after.
I remember I was young last year was like.
I don't know. I don't even know what we did last year.
Hey,
4th of July really don't hit for me like that no more. And I know there's also them people, we ain't gonna get too political, but you know, they don't really celebrate it.
But I thought, that was last year? I thought we went to, Uncle Sherrod crib. Ain't nigga in them crib. 'Cause we usually
No,
do.
not last year. I got a memory off Snapchat.
Oh,
Y'all don't clown me because I already know y'all about to clown me. Everybody my age, bro, I swear they're like, oh, you use Snapchat? Do
Bro,
people be
what?
charging you up like you're too old for Snapchat?
No. Snap lit.
Bruh, I still use
Actually,
Snapchat.
what's crazy is I don't even be on Snap.
I still
like that.
use Snapchat, bro.
I used to be on Snap heavy.
Y'all tell me,
Bro,
y'all
yeah,
comment,
so-
y'all comment if y'all still use Snapchat.
Now
I'm
on,
21, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they think,
now I'm
oh,
on
that's
like
for
a lot of
kids.
times when you talk to people, it's like Instagram.
Type shit.
Like I don't
It
know what it
is.
is. Like people want to talk in the DMs on Instagram.
It's like them dudes to be like, oh, Instagram's just another dating app, if we're being honest. Which, I mean,
Technically, low key.
Kinda.
I feel them though a little bit because think about it. Somebody said a cold bar. They was like, if like literally any guy has access to your girl through social media because he basically got her number. The like with all the updates, he can call her, text her in her DMs. Like I was like, dang, he kind of
Okay, like you do.
God, that was guy. He was kind of spitting right there.
That is why, like, you can really like FaceTime, do all types of stuff like on social.
I never
media.
thought of
You
it
don't
like-
even need the number no more.
I
But,
never
like,
thought of it like that.
Is it weird, like, if you trying to talk to a girl and you like want to get your Insta instead?
That
of like,
also-
number?
That also make me
It
think.
depends, to be honest. It really depends.
Like, do you do it like depending on who the girl is,
What you mean? What you say?
or do you do it depending on what you're trying to do with the girl?
Like his intentions.
Yeah, like,
I feel
do you ask for the number if you're trying to like really date them and take them out, compared to like asking for the Instagram if you're just trying to like hit? Or does it not matter either way?
Nah, I had another question like
What?
off that. You made me remember. So like, this be getting on my nerves. Like, well, really, I don't even deal with this no more because like,
Yeah.
if I ask for your number, I just like I ask for your number. I don't want your
Right.
Instagram. You know when they be like, oh, you can have my Instagram, or I don't give out my number to strangers and
I hate
like,
that shit.
like, bro, no, you just don't like you don't want to give your number to me.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth. Like,
I don't. It's weird because like we're in a time where it's different now. Like I say that like I'm like 50.
yeah, we not
but like,
old, but like,
no, it's like the scene is just different. It's like sometimes you could be like, what, your Instagram? I want your number. Like that's the whole point. But I kind of understand like too if a girl's like I'm not gonna respond to text messages, only like Instagram DM. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are like that. Where like you know, there's people like that'll be on Instagram. They like tell you, they text you good night. You see them liking everything on Instagram. You like, I thought you went to bed. They're like, no,
yeah.
I ain't gonna
Like
do
when
that.
she texts you, good night, but she posting still.
Like, wait, But I kind of understand because, like, even me, like, if I tell somebody good night or, like, I'm done with the conversation through text, like, that don't mean I ain't gonna get on Twitter or Snap or Instagram before I go
That's
to
like
sleep.
that thing on TikTok, too, where they, like, when it's 3 a.m. and then you get a random text from your girl talking about I love you, and you, like, basically saying, like, she out wilding. Like,
Oh, God.
that's funny.
She just
That shit
committed
crazy.
some
How do you
fucking...
do that, though? Like, how you go to bed and then, I don't know, like, that would be weird. Like, how you go to bed, but, like, you know your girl out, like.
Yeah, bro. I just feel some type
like,
of way.
I guess I wouldn't get up and, like, go out to, like, find her, but, like, I don't know if I could sleep, though. Like,
With me, I feel like
I'd be up all night, like, thinking, like,
Damn,
it's probably innocent, but then at the same time, it's like, why can't you just tell me you was out?
when it comes to having a girl, like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she lying?
I think you should
Could have just
just.
told me the truth.
Yeah, like, just be like, you know, my girls hit me
not
last
be-
minute, I'm going out. Like,
Mhm.
why be like, all right, good night?
I was listening to this thing, like, and it was kind of similar. Like, it was a similar situation.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you're not gonna be the type of guy that, like, if your girl go out without you, like, she ain't really saying who she with, like, she just like, and she just keep kind of going out with these friends or whatever, like, you gonna be a little on guard, kind of like.
Well, yeah,
You gonna
because
ask
like, why can't
questions?
you say, like, who you with?
I get you shouldn't always be invited, but if it gets to a point where, like, you always with some people I don't know, and, like, you don't ever invite me and, like, we together, like, why you not inviting me?
That shit low-key weird.
Why you not inviting me? And I haven't met these people.
And, yeah, and it's like, if you really go with this person, like, wouldn't you want to bring them? So you should introduce them to, like, your friend group. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm
'cause
saying.
I know
Another
me,
thing
like,
was,
when I get a chick and, like, I'm really into her, like, I'd be excited, like,
bro, this
you know,
girl
I
said,
can't wait to, like, you know what I'm saying, pop out, like, yeah, this me.
this
You know
girl
what I'm saying?
said,
Like,
if, like, your friends that you had before you met her, like, they're girls, she was like, I'm gonna feel some type of way, like, if they want to know who I am, like, or if they want to meet me. Like, she was like, why do they want to meet me all, like, so bad? And it's kind of like, you're
I
gonna
don't
meet
know.
all my friends if you're my
I don't know
girl.
if it's a big deal if, like, they want to meet them, but, like, as the dude or the girl in a relationship, like, you should want to introduce them to, like,
Yeah,
your
like, I
friends.
just feel like you're gonna.
I ain't even saying you gotta hang with them all the time, but, like,
They should at least know.
you know what I'm saying? One time, like, you know, your homie hit you like, bro, we out here. You bring your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Anyone in
and
my
then you introduce
life,
them, yo,
like,
this
you're
my
gonna-
homie, this and that.
In my everyday life, like, you're probably gonna get to know them at some point. Like, you just from hanging out. Like, I'm gonna.
But that's
be
kind of
out
how
with
we
the
came up
homeboys,
to
like-
those. Like, we don't really like keep people from other people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if we can't be authentic and like chill and like
We're
just
just not like
ourselves
that,
around you and bring you around our people, like, we probably not gonna hit it off. Like, that's just what it is. Like, and I'm saying, like, even probably before a relationship, like, if you just hit it off with somebody, y'all just chilling, cool. Like, we gonna be like, yo, come through the, you know, our parents' crib.
For sure.
Or come through to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? Like, meet the fam. Like,
Barbecue type shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just vibes. Like, we just chilling. Like, we cool. It don't have to be like no type of
And to be
relationship.
fair, like, it
That's
depends
just
on how
we
long y'all
are,
been
like,
together, but we just assuming, like, y'all been together or, like, y'all in a relationship. Like,
Yeah, it's like, if you can't bring someone that you, like, genuinely, you're, like I said, like, probably not dating, but, like, if you, like, if you genuinely, like them or hang out with them, like, if you can't bring them around your people, like, what's the point?
Yeah, like, and
You know
we
what I'm
always
saying?
got good
Like-
vibes, so it's like, we bring good energy, like, all the time.
Yeah, like, I ain't
when we
never
meet
gonna-
anybody, girl or not, like,
That joint just weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
So,
true that. Well, any other points on that one, on that topic? 'Cause-
that was actually kind of like just a random one. Came out of nowhere.
yeah, it's just going on a tangent sometimes. We could get into the first question of the night, though.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this, like, sometime this week. And kind of after we had took that trip, you had a situation. You had a situation when we went to Destin. And I know you can relate to this, but it was kind of like, what red flags, like, do you catch? Like, what is a red flag that would make you think, oh, she might be too young for me? Like, because ever since this, like...
No, that wasn't Destin.
That wasn't Destin?
She was too drunk.
Oh, she was too drunk. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
good
it.
question, too. That's another question. But it's kind of like, just like, what's a sign or something that would like throw you off? I don't know. We could say whether in person or over text, but if I'm assuming in person first, because like that's when you met the girl or whatever. So like, what kind of make you kind of go? She might be too young for me.
I don't.
Without her telling you yet, like without you knowing.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes it depends on where you like meet them though, too.
Say,
Like the situation you talking about, like we was like at a bar.
Say you met her.
So like.
Say you met her.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really.
It's
think
late in the
like,
night and it's only people there for like bar type vibes.
Yeah, like
club type vibes.
You're not gonna get that vibe, but like in text, I was kind of like, nah, you ain't something off. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was.
And it's not like you was dodging it or like you didn't think to ask her. Like y'all was just vibing at that time.
Yeah.
You never got around to talking about like her age, and you just assuming everybody there is like
just
of
weird
age.
too, though, cause it's like now it's like you should just like after a situation like that, you just like, bro, you gotta ask now.
Yeah.
But like,
Like,
is it disrespectful to ask?
When's the right time to ask?
Like you just
like,
if you out and you just meet a chick and you just like trying to talk to her and you hit it off and it's like, is it disrespectful to ask like, yo, how old are you? Because it's like, even though you might think they like older and they happen to be that age that you think they are, like they could take it like, you thought I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like if they 25, you ask them that and they say they're 25 and it's like, wait, so you thought I was what, 19, 18 or something? It's like, nah.
my only answer to that is,
but it's like, it's just, you don't want to.
it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Like.
But
Like I
get
said,
you.
it's crazy because
There's times where it's just weird to like kind of, or it's over, like it feels like you're overstepping to ask certain stuff, like.
But it's like,
but you
because
have
I'm saying,
to
like,
kind of to be
the
safe.
scene is like all older people. Now, of course, there's people with fakes that can get in. I mean,
A lot of people can have fakes.
People like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
My boy came out like that too.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm
can't
saying?
act like,
hey, like you was young,
when you
like
needed
trying
it,
to
you was
sneak
trying to get in
and,
there.
like get into other places. You know what I'm saying? Whether you had to connect or to fake or whatever, like
Yeah.
everybody do that. So like, even though you in that type of scene, it's like it does make sense. You should probably just ask just to be safe. Even though I guess they could still lie to you. Yeah. But like, I do kind of feel like if you ask, they might feel some type of pressure. Like, oh, like maybe he on to me. Like he know how old I am.
I say it's like,
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but I'm asking from now.
at least you can be like, you can ask if like they go to college type shit or high school type shit. Because if they go to high school, that's immediately red flag.
See, I've never had that situation where they like say they were.
But
like,
here's my
high
thing though,
school.
like college, you're right. Like they can say they're in college, but like it's just ages. Like it's weird. Like bro,
know,
I'm
like,
sorry. Like
have I ever been in a position where I like asked somebody? Well, I know like, oh, what school do you go to? But it's usually after y'all both talk about y'all go to college.
So I look at it like this: like you 21, I'm 25, about to be 26. Like we could talk to an 18-year-old, right? Or 19-year-old, 21.
I mean,
whatever.
legally. Not
You know what I'm saying? Legally, like they grown basically.
Not
you know what I'm
really.
saying? But
Trying to, if
but
it's
the
up to me, but
the way I look at it is like
if she's mature,
I got a younger sister.
I think that's what
close
it
to that
is.
age.
Yeah,
So, like, for
when
me,
you have
it's
a
like,
sister, it's not
When I
as
talk
easy.
to her friends, it's like no, like that's
Yeah.
just like it's just weird. So like
Morally, it feels.
That's why
wrong.
some of my
so,
homies they be like,
I know
bro,
what
you're
saying.
tripping.
They could be like they're in college and like technically that is fair game. They in college, you know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
Like, in my mind, I'm like, but still, how old are you though? Because
like I'll be around
you
my
be
homies.
in college and be 18.
I'll be around my homies and they're like, bro, you tripping, bro. She 18 is valid. Like, you can hop on that. Like, why you like you playing? Like, but
again, what's
when
crazy,
I got a
what
little
I'm saying,
sister,
though, what I'm saying
so
though,
it's
is what I'm
kinda
saying is that's not weird though. Like they're not,
and they're
wrong.
around that age. It's not like
Because if they were in college and like she's an incoming freshman, like they probably are into like the older dudes. Like that makes sense. Like,
course,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? But it's normal though.
I'm not knocking them. I'm
but
just saying
it's
like,
just like for me, I know
it just
like for
feels
us,
a
it's
little-
like
It morally
I'm not
feels
talking
wrong.
to my little
yeah,
sister
and then a lot of
friends,
times just that particular number 18.
It's like,
I don't know if she's lying. Like that's why you really that
oh
one.
yeah, because no cap, a 17-year-old allowed to.
That's why until you know like what college they go to or whatever, like that's when you feel a little more comfortable, but you still just you gotta do
I
a little,
think
you gotta do a
I
little
think you
more.
gotta get out the teens. Teens for me, bro. Like you just gotta get out the teens. Like,
Yeah.
it's
At
just
least
like,
20.
You're
Yeah,
different.
you know what
You're
I'm saying?
different. Like we still could pull off 19.
Yeah, you
20.
like-
but like even like for me, I think of it like 21 makes the most sense just because like
Yeah.
like if my homies hit me like, hey, we finna go to this bar,
Yeah.
and I'm dating this girl,
That's another
she
thing.
19, 20 is like,
Another thing, like
hey,
from my
stay
experience,
here, you know what I'm saying?
that's the number one thing for real. That is another reason why it's kind of like not a turn off, but just like I'm not sure. It's just my experience with that.
Yeah.
Half the time we can do a lot of stuff together, but when it's time to do something 21 and up, like you're not 21.
But it's
So
funny
it's
though,
like
it's funny though because like the girl could be like amazing.
She could
and like
be
you having
so
a
cool.
great time, but like in your
It's not her
mind you're not
fault.
even thinking about the fact that she's not 21. And then you're like, hey, let's go here. And y'all end up there and they're like,
Oh, I'm not old enough.
wait, you can't get in, you're not 21. Because they
Yeah.
carding. But like in
and
your
if
mind,
she has a fake,
in your mind, you like, I'm 21. So like anytime somebody be like, hey, let me see your ID.
yeah,
Good.
and then
Oh.
Smack that.
Then you
bitch.
realize you're like, oh, wait, you
She
can't get
not
in.
even 21.
Dang, we have to do something else. So it gets
That's
to a point where it's like it's so annoying, like, cause that'll happen a lot, especially like someone like you, cause you like to drink and stuff. Like me, I'm not a big drinker,
right? See, it
but
wouldn't bother
I'm
you.
on that scene a lot.
Mm.
So like, even though I'm probably not drinking, I'm
still gotta
in
get
there.
in. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
you still
And,
gotta
like,
get
that's
in.
the thing. Like they can't get in at all. So
For
it's
real.
just like
No, that's
On the
true.
Outside looking in type shit. Even.
when you 21 and up, you're not thinking about it, cause like at that
Yeah.
point, it don't matter no more. It's like when you're younger, it's like you kind of got to think about it, like, oh, do I have my faith, or like, oh my gosh, can I get in? Is it 18 and up, 19 and up, whatever?
For sure.
So, yeah, it's an interesting thing. Like, what was your take on like, could you catch it? Like, would there be any like red flags that you'd be able to tell someone is like younger?
I mean, it's kind of like, because I've been in like a couple of those situations just from like the simple fact, a lot of people say I look like 16, 17.
Yeah.
Especially
Hey, I
since
feel you.
just,
I
like,
feel you.
shave.
Baby face game. Baby
Right,
face
I
game.
swear if you ain't got no facial hair,
Baby
like,
face
you
game.
like 12.
I feel you. Hey,
think
my
I
whole
can-
life.
Wait, I think I could talk about like 2 events. Like one time when I was working at Publix and I saw like this curly hair chick. Shorty was bad, her vibe was everything, and I asked like, "Wait, how old are you?" 16. I immediately.
No.
Oh,
That's crazy.
And then like another time when you was there at the was that no, it was like a day, either a day before or a day
Avalon?
after that festival in Cummins.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when, like the fair.
Yeah, the fair
The
and the
fair,
magician guy.
Huh?
The
Yeah,
magician?
yeah. He was there
Yeah.
too. He was there too.
Yeah.
Hey,
So like, I think it was either
The
it was
fair.
You
either-
can't. You pulled up late.
Yeah.
The fair.
Oh, coming fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the magician dude. He tough.
Oh.
He tough.
Oh, you
I don't
talking to somebody
remember-
there?
I don't remember his app, bruh. I would tell y'all to go follow him.
I think it's
He's
like
tough.
Black
Gambit.
Magician,
Black
Gambit.
some
Black
Gambit.
Gambit or something like
Black
that.
Gambit. I don't know. I'm gonna put the ad in there. I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna put the ad on the screen.
Bruh. He was hard.
Dude was
He
cold.
tough.
That has nothing to do with the
He's
story,
tough.
but
That nigga
Yeah, nothing to do with the story, but
But I think
that time was funny though, cause like we didn't know, like we were just at the fair and we just
Yeah,
this
we
random
didn't
guy
even-
like, hey, you want to see a trip?
Nah, but
Yeah.
and he was just like cold with it too.
Yeah.
Bruh, what?
From that shit.
what were you saying like about at the fair, or
I
was
think
it? Or was that it?
either like a day before, day after? Because I went with Sid,
Mm.
and like I pretty much like was talking to like this one Mexican chick, right?
Okay.
And I was pretty much like she was by herself and she was waiting for Uber rides, so like
Oh my God,
I was pretty much
foreign.
was waiting with her
Same.
type shit.
Got
So at
you
least I know
foreign.
in like the back of my head she's safe,
Yeah,
and like we conversating and we like vibing and shit, right?
right.
I get her snap, and then she like, "Oh, how old are you?" I'm like 21. She's like, "You're 21? I thought you was 17."
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know how that feels. You remember we went to Vegas, and I went with TJ, and we went on like a 2-man. Like we just.
Oh wait. Oh, that did happen to y'all.
Yes, bro. So we go to Vegas, and I
But
think
y'all-
she know, but she
what's-
lied to him. I think she told him like they was 18, and
They gonna do
I
that,
guess
bro.
was I 20 or I think I might have been 19 still.
That was.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
No, that was last year.
but they
April of last year.
whatever number they gave him, they were not.
Yeah, that's
they
April
were
last year. You was
young
20.
high school, like, and we found out though, like I was like, whoa, like I was already like, he probably got it by himself because they probably
Vegas
around his age.
was lit,
Vegas was crazy. Like I need to like
No.
post a, I need to post a vlog like or
No, you
throwback
did not
vlog
post
to that.
anything.
There's some stuff that shouldn't be posted, but
what
family
they said?
channel.
What happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But yes, that same kind of thing
You
happens
need
to
to go
me.
back for real though.
I
That same
feel
kind
like,
of thing happens
well,
to me.
I'm gonna pretty much say what I told her. It's like once you like trying to like, when you looking for someone, you kind of think like everybody like at least is around your age or like the same age as you.
Mm-hmm.
So probably that's why we hit it off like that because we all thought. I thought she was 21 or at least 20. She thought I was like 17 or at least in high school.
Yeah.
So it was
Nah,
like,
trust me. Nah, I don't know.
Hey, you made a good
it
point,
kind
though.
of died out. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, he made a good point though. Like, when it's somebody you like find like attractive or you into,
Like it's a
and
girl
you
you
start a conversation
that
with
caught
them, and
your
the
eye.
conversation hitting,
yeah.
you don't think like, oh, they probably like younger. Like you just automatically like assume. Maybe not.
I think
the same
after
age, but
going
you just
through
think,
that
like,
situation,
they're older
now
because
you're a
of the
little
conversation you're having,
more.
like, oh, this
Yeah,
is a
and
mature
they like
conversation.
actually on the same level as you type.
Yeah, so you like, oh, it's like a mature conversation. And then like, you find out they like
Oh, yeah.
16 or 17.
It's
like,
a
late.
lot of mature girls
That's what they
in
say.
general too.
Girls mature faster.
They
than
do
dudes.
well. They just do earlier, like in everything, like not like biologically, like. But that's the scary part for real, because like you could be vibing with a girl and like next thing you know, she not even close to what
You
you
gotta
got.
keep doing tennis up out here, bro.
It's some people they won't tell you too. Like
Sometimes.
They're
boy,
wild.
that be that. You gotta be careful, bro. Ain't nobody going at you. Nobody. Eh.
Bro, you trying to say dick.
Oh yeah, them Welch's.
There's only 2
They
packs.
need to sponsor me for real. The way I be
Bro,
doing it.
That should be in it, especially if you put them in a freezer. That should be
The freezer.
No, either freezer or like the fucking refrigerator. Cause you gotta chill them a little bit.
And she
That
was
should be
throwing
good.
off.
I don't know. Is that lit?
That should be it.
Now I heard of like Thin Mints in the freezer.
Thin Mints?
Like the Girl Scout cookies. I don't know about no fruit
Oh,
snacks.
Thin Mints?
though.
Fruit snacks. It's like,
I don't know.
it's a hit or miss.
Nah,
Depends
I
on,
mean,
like, the snack.
yeah. I don't know. Who got
What's
the
the
best
best-
fruits?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Bro, that's that brother to telepathy, you know, bro.
Hell yeah.
That was creepy.
We be on the same page. You gotta go ahead and say what you gonna say.
I'm going to put it like this. I've had... What's better, Mott's fruit snacks or Welch's? I feel like there's another one.
I
This
wanna
has
say
nothing to
that's
do with
something.
anything, but we just like randomly came up on that.
Welch's.
Welch's.
I know one.
It's in between with me. Cause like,
You said
some
what?
We
days
go through
it's
at least
between.
90 of them a week.
Cause I got some Mott's in the car right now. I was banging them bitches
Mott's
way
hit,
here.
but they're
But
too
here's
hard
the
to
thing,
chew.
though.
They're too hard to
you
chew.
You can't eat them like
You
Welch's.
can't eat them like
Yeah.
Welch's
Welch's.
is just smooth,
Welch's
but
is
like
crazy.
they hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like
They put crack
like,
in Welch's, bro. I
you
swear.
can eat like 5 bags, and then like all of a sudden you just like,
They put crack in those, bro. We be eating those.
Them
Like,
Mott's is slow though. Like you eat like 2 bags.
bro, we
you
eat
kinda
Welch's
start
like we
feeling,
need
like-
them for our health. Like it's crazy.
But here's the one that's going.
That's one thing I need to cut out my diet for real.
What?
Welch's.
Oh, it's
Or
storming
the
outside.
Scooby Doo snacks.
Oh, the
My
Scooby
God,
snacks
the
though.
Scooby, not the snacks.
Not the snacks, the
those-
fruit
not
snacks.
those cookie drunk, but the fruit
Yeah,
snacks.
them
That
slap
shit
too though.
was hitting, bro.
Bruh, growing up, I had to
That
have a
shit
blue
was-
Scooby, bruh. Gotta have a blue Scooby in there, bruh. That was the best one.
It was a blue, and I think it was like the green.
I don't know
mystery
which
man.
color, but
Yeah,
I
Green
know they
Mystery
was
Van.
good. I know they was
Uh,
good.
Oh, and what's his name? Fred?
Fred? Was it like the yellow one?
The Flintstones.
No.
Oh.
Or was it Freddy?
Fred. No, it was Fred. Either Fred.
From
Shaggy.
Scooby Doo.
From
That's what you're
Scooby-Doo,
saying.
like
Yeah.
the leader.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Fred.
It's Fred, right?
It's gotta
Yeah.
Because it's Fred, Daphne.
Fred, Daphne,
Wilma.
Velma.
Velma.
I don't know why I said
Scooby.
Wilma.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. They about to be
Wait,
on
what
me.
happened?
Alright, anyway.
Hey, Velma.
Hey, in the Scooby Doo movie, the live action,
Bro,
shit.
what's crazy is like she's not supposed to be bad, but they made her bad.
They
It's
made
like,
her bad, bro.
Sheesh, you can never go back now.
She was bad.
I don't ever want to like. That's what nerds
Sorry
are.
to say.
Like, yes, nerds are bad. Always portray it like that. Oh my gosh.
I wasn't cool growing up anyway, so.
My favorite color.
I want to tell you.
Hey, we watch Scooby Doo. Do not ask me the color of anything.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Oh no.
Nah,
Let me go outside
bro.
and touch grass.
That shit from
Wow.
Hell.
Wow. That was crazy. You really just said that. We're going to cut that out. Whoa.
Hey, yo.
I guess on that note, we can definitely get into the next question because they get nasty now. Like, this is supposed to be a family channel. Nah,
Bro, this
so
not Disney Channel.
you know what annoys me? Like, it's like, I don't know if I would call it an ick or whatever. If y'all use that terminology, whatever. But like, girls are so into touching guys' butts. Like, they be like, oh, like I just get this urge to like grab my boyfriend's butt. Like, in a relationship with that, like, be like, you gonna let your girl know, like, I ain't really into all that, like that. Like, I don't know. Like, you my girl, so you can. I don't know. I don't like it. It makes me.
I feel violated.
Yeah, like they don't understand that. That makes me feel some other way. Like I don't go that way, so it's kind of like that makes me feel like you groping me. Like like that's weird. Like they think it's funny and it's not. It's not funny.
I was really big on like I don't like that term, right? Like I feel violated. Like you know what she's saying.
Violated.
And I still do. But now I have a different mindset to it. It's like it's kind of the same as like for us, like, you know, we walk in the house, girl got on, you know what I'm saying, something, you know what I'm saying,
You know.
spandex or something, you know what I'm saying, the leggings, they ain't popping.
I guess you can't make it a double standard.
So it's like you walk in, you got the urge, you know, you just gotta smack that joint, right? So it's the same thing I think for like the girl, like she see you with your, you know what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
Whatever them shorts be called, you know, short.
That Lululemon.
Yeah,
they love
just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got.
I only know what that's called, bro.
You got your workout fit on. You know what I'm saying? So you know you got the tight leggings or something.
Funny, bro.
And so she come in there and she like, oh, okay, I see you. And she, you know, slap your joint. Now for us, you know, we not really into like, nah, don't go near my stuff. Bro.
Why we on that topic?
But it's like I kind of get it too though, cause like we are like the same way. Just I think women are just more receptive to it, cause like that's kind of like their bread and butter, right? Type shit. Having, you know, nice butt, titties, whatever. But like as a dude, it's like we trying to flex like the abs or something. Like we ain't really into like,
of course,
or the arms.
Different,
you know what I'm saying?
attraction,
Like,
different attraction.
But
while we on that topic, what was I about to say? Oh, size or shape for you, like the girl, like the girl.
Size or shape?
Yeah, of her lower half.
Oh, you saying like, do I care about the size of her ass?
Yeah.
Or the shape of her ass?
Like if it has better shape, or would you like it to just be like she thick? Like what if she's like real fit and like she's a little smaller than that thick girl?
Okay, but you're saying like
she's a little smaller than like more fitness, but she has like really good like it looks.
It defines.
Yeah, it's firm.
It look like the letter P.
But what I'm saying,
like,
you're saying like
pushing P.
You're saying it's thick,
like,
but like no type of shape to it. Like it's sloppy looking.
More
thick,
like you know that girl.
Nice.
You know that girl that got. I'll put it this way. There's the girl. She thick, bro. Like pretty, everything. She got thighs and the booty. Like she got that little slim waist. You know what I'm saying? But the other girl, she the fitness model, like, and she just a little like she's petite, but she got like perfectly like sculpted. He said yes to both. He said yes to both.
Yes, all that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Parts from
but if you had to pick one, I know you probably gonna pick the other one.
All that.
All right.
I'm picking the first one if I had to pick one.
If I had to pick one,
I don't even know. I feel you on like not being able to pick.
I've been going back and forth with this for like my whole life. Like,
Cause bro, I grew up like with some girls. Like she might not even been in like she's not into fitness and all that kind of stuff, but she just naturally like got that body. So like,
I like both.
like when you see a black girl, Latina girl, like they don't even really have to work for that. Like they kind of just naturally got it. Like, not to say white girls don't have it, but it's just like I be seeing a lot more of them. Like just naturally, they don't even really like work for it for real.
Two midgets fighting in a beanbag.
Oh, I saw that too.
Wait, what are we talking about?
You don't know what it is, but I'm gonna show you the video after this. I'm gonna show you the video.
Oh wow! But I would probably take like the firm. I'd probably take like the nice, like firm body, like petite.
Yo.
Like I'm just more into that than like having a lot of body. Like I'm just not. I don't know. It's weird. Like I like both. Like literally. Like I would go.
Well, I would
one.
assume all three of us like
Yeah,
both.
but like,
it's, like I was just giving you a little
I've always
question,
like less
Like,
compared to like more. I think because I just think it looks better sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the petite chick that's got like the nice body can just wear more stuff.
Now
Yes.
we can get
It
into
look
a
nice and
whole
more stuff.
nother conversation where.
But no lie, like girl with the big booty. I mean, she fill out every jeans,
Yeah, but what
dress.
she-
You know,
she
what
got
that
to
shit
jump to put
define-
them things on.
You said
like-
what?
But what if that shit defined?
What if it is defined?
Yeah. What if
Yeah.
it is defined? That's what you're saying.
Then I would probably go with that. Yeah.
That's,
But like, I think that's hard. Like, I think it's hard to have a lot of it and have it defined.
Yeah.
Too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that takes me to the other conversation where like a lot of people would get into arguments and all this kind of stuff because like when you picking let's say you pick your soulmate. Like for me, I've always said you kind of want to think about your girl physically, also like after she has kids or whatever. Like so, she might be real cute right now while we 20 or whatever. She the thick girl. Like everything look good. She thick. But, like, you're going to naturally gain baby weight. Like, just getting older, you're going to gain weight. Like, boys and girls. So, it's like, she might not look the same 10 she was all thick and all that after she have a baby and stuff like that. But, like, your other girl that's more fit,
But I think it depends on how
she's going to be able to age better
look at it,
naturally without fitness and all that stuff.
I
Cut
think
that aside.
we say that, and that might even be true, but I think sometimes you got to look at it, like, both ways, right? It's like, if you think she's beautiful, you know,
Like, love's going to be stronger.
then, like, if you are man enough to,
Like, yeah,
have
because
a
that's still
baby
your
with
girl.
her,
That's still your girl.
like,
yeah.
whatever happens afterwards is like,
You don't,
you
like,
still
y'all's
love her,
love is
take
strong
care of her,
because
you
that's
know
not
what
what
I'm
you
saying?
even love her for. Like,
yeah,
when it's your
like,
girl,
it's
your
deeper
wife,
it's deeper than
when it's
that.
your girl, your wife, that's not what
when
you love her.
know, like, it's only because of, like, the baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's one thing if, like, y'all get together, you know what I'm saying, she got this banging body,
Yeah, and like
then,
she
like,
just like
she
kind
just
of
let
lost
herself
it
go
for herself.
type stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, well, hold up, like that can be kind of.
And if
fixed.
that-
So, like,
if
what's-
that
what's-
kinda, like,
what's-
makes
what's
you-
the cause of it?
Yeah, like
right?
if that bothers you, the right thing to do is kind of like just kind of let her know, hey, like I'm like just kind of worried about you, like in that kind of way. Like you want to approach it that way to be like, do you want to change that,
it's
or are you
tricky,
seeing
though.
it the same way I'm
It's
seeing
tricky,
it?
though, because it's like
Like I'm not. It's nothing like against
as
you.
like as a woman, I feel like she
It's a
might
lot to
not
hear.
be really paying attention to it,
hmm
and like
There's no
as the
easy way to do
dude,
that.
It's like
yeah.
it's kind of hard to say something
Because that could
like,
come across as
negative.
you, yeah, that could come across as you
especially
just,
when it comes to like
oh, so you think I'm fat, like that.
yeah,
could come
especially when
off
it comes to like the
bad,
body.
yeah.
But I've always just thought like don't create like a false relationship too though. So like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm a bodybuilder and I get with another bodybuilder, if like I'm still a bodybuilder and then like she starts to let herself go and like she becomes like, bigger, losing her muscle, her tone, all that stuff, that's not the same person I got with.
With that being said,
So like at that point, you could either if you don't care though, like then just keep doing what you're doing. But if that does bother you, that's okay to bother you because that's not the girl you fell in love with or got with. That's a whole completely different person. No, I know people gonna say it's physical, but like, yeah, that's what you were before. Just the same way, I wouldn't be upset with a woman that got like, I don't always say upset, but like was like, you're not the same. Like, you getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? You eating potato chips on the couch and stuff all the time. Like, you're not that same fit guy. Like, I'm not the same guy that you fell in love with. So like, I either need to do
both
something
should
to
be
change
held
that,
accountable. Both should definitely be held accountable. Yes.
You have to either accept me as I am, and if you can't, then that's fine. If you leave.
Yeah, let's
but
not
like,
make it
I feel
one-sided
like
on
people
girls
try to
or anything
put
like that.
blame on
Boys should
people
also
for
be
like
held accountable for that.
how they think and what they do, and it's like no, like I can't get mad at this girl for getting upset with me because I changed and not for the better, right? Like that doesn't make any like I can't get mad at you. You didn't do it. Like you didn't do it. It's only I did it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like people always do that. It's like we get out of the relationship now. I'm like bashing her. Like, man, she called me fat. Like she don't like fat people and stuff. It's like no, that's not the case. Like she didn't get in a relationship with a fat guy. She got in a relationship with the bodybuilder. Mm-hmm. Like you gotta look at it both ways. And I think as guys we don't pay attention to that stuff, and we just kind of go off the rails sometimes. And it's like you gotta be a little bit sensitive to what it is you're talking about and like how you're going about the situation. Because like I said, if you know what I'm saying, you get this baddie, you know what I'm saying, to your 10, y'all have a kid, her body's probably gonna change. Like at that point, you kind of got to be a little bit more sensitive to how she is after that. But like if there's no baby involved or like she just just stopped caring about taking care of her body and just doing all this stuff, like you can probably bring it up. But she'll probably get upset or feel some type of way. But again, that's not the same person you got with, you know what I'm saying, months ago or years ago. And I just feel like people just gotta be more realistic in relationships. Like just be honest.
Yeah.
Say how you feel. Get stuff off your chest. Because when we bottle stuff up, it turns into even worse situations where you get, domestic violence type of relationships. Or toxic relationships where someone's cheating on someone else, or just doing little stuff that like just didn't keep the relationship healthy in the beginning. So communication, talking stuff out, being honest, I think that works. People don't like that, but I would much rather you tell me like, yo, you put on a couple pounds, you know what I'm saying? What happened to you being in the gym and stuff? Like, what was your motivation for that? Like, what happened? How'd you lose that? You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that. Or maybe you were never a gym guy. Maybe you were, a big guy. Then you get skinny or get fit. Now, most people would be like, well, that's good. He's taking care of his body. It's healthy. But, like, if she's like, you're not the same person, I understand that, too. It's like, I want the big guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I got with.
Security.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I want. So, you got to look at it full circle. And, I don't know.
Off of how you ended like that topic, that brings me to how do you feel about the phrase like you should be what you want to attract, like physically or whatever that may be for you. Like, so if I'm the fit guy, I should like basically my standard should be I want a girl that's like pretty much where I'm at, wherever I may rate myself. If I rate myself a 7 or I rate myself like a 10, I feel like I should be able to hold my standards to like only 10 should come my way, or like I should be able to get any 10 I want, that kind of thing. Or like a 5 is like beneath me, like I shouldn't even like give you the time of day if you're like less than what that should be like. Basically your standards should be around that.
I do believe in people having realistic standards sometimes.
Yeah.
But then there's this thing called confidence. And like, it always kind of gets in the way of some things like that. So like,
I would agree those.
So like, I would agree that maybe, you know what I'm saying, probably between the scale of like 7 and 10s should date each other, right? Intertwine, and then anything below that should date, right? But there's probably a 3 out there, like probably attractive wise, like physical features, that thinks they're a 10.
Because things can raise you.
But
Personality.
also, they think they're a 10 because of their personality, and they talk to an attractive woman or male that's a 9 or a 10, and they can pull them because of their confidence, right? So it's like, when you look at attraction, sure, on the scale, I would agree that probably should
I think a lot of
correlate.
people look at that.
But because you don't only use attraction, you use, attraction, personality, sometimes even like status. So like,
yeah.
how you, like, what you provide for that person, right? Like, maybe I think this girl's, a 5, but, she has a lot of characteristics of like my mother, right? Caring, always looks out for me, checks up on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is just like the beginning stages, like we're not even together or anything yet, like, but like that stays in my mind. It's like, man, like you always, you know what I'm saying? Like, got my best interests, like, where I could also be talking to a 9, and we not hitting it off at all. The only reason I'm even still talking to her because she looks good. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, that's kind of how you have the reverse, right? So it's like, I'm gonna end up with this 5, but everything else turns this 5 into like a 7 or 8, right? And I think it works both ways. Like, you could be a 9 and then turn into a 5 because your personality is terrible.
Of course. Oh my
You know what I'm
gosh.
saying?
What?
Or
So true.
you're just so,
I've
like,
seen it.
I guess conceited and like stuck up. It's like,
That'd be
so
that.
like fool yourself.
That'd be
Where
that hurt.
I think it's cool to be arrogant or conceited or confident. I mean, I think they're all the same. I know everyone wants to use arrogant as like the negative connotation of confidence, but it's all confidence, really.
I feel like it's like a
Yeah,
certain degree
like
of
why?
confidence.
We'll take a break from you. Like, do you necessarily agree with that, Turbo, or like is there something else you gotta add to that? Like,
Yeah, I agree with his statement. Like, yeah, it's all confidence, but I feel like with that is like levels of confidence.
Yeah.
Like, say a person, it's kind of like this. I'm gonna put myself in this situation because like a lot of people be telling me this. So say I have like a brother, right?
Right.
And he's like, say he's like, think of it like basketball wise. Because like this is the only way I can put it. He's good. And, like, think of it like Stephen Curry and Steph Curry. Steph Curry is like good, like he's great. But like Steph Curry, he's also good. But like Curry's confidence is way better than his. And like his self-confidence is not like all the way there. But like people still tell him like,
Wait, who you talking about? Because you said the same
Stephen
name.
Curry.
you saying
like
Steph and
Curry.
Seth?
Yeah.
Oh, you said Steph and Seth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
And like his confidence is not like there, but like people keep on telling him like, oh, you should be more confident. Like regardless of how big your brother is, you still like good in like your own way type shit. I feel like that's how like confident is. It's like some people they have like so much confidence and it could be like arrogant. And I think like that's the highest possibility. But you also have to think about it from like their perspective, like what they've been through. Cause like sometimes it can be like a person on the outside looking in. You can't necessarily tell if he's being arrogant or if he's like actually confident because of all the stuff he did like before you even met him, type stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like some people like that don't know, like they don't really know their full ability, and like their self-confidence kind of low type shit. But like they still have confidence in like some moments type shit. Yeah, that's how like I guess that's how I can like kind of gauge it.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Like in the sense of like everyone's confidence level is not like the same, and if you kind of know similar people, they'll like everyone is you like on first impression a book's getting judged by its cover, like for the most part when you meet somebody. So if they meet my friends or like me and my friends are always around these certain people, all of us are different. Somebody looks at all of us differently as far as level of confidence. Like they'll be like, oh, he's really awkward or whatever, but really he might just not be comfortable around you. But around his homies, he's like really outgoing. He's funny all the time, always talkative. Like, so that could play a part in that too. Like when it comes to just socializing and stuff like that in general.
I mean, keeping it related to like sports, that's kind of how. That's why I always say like
The sports analogy was great.
arrogance, confidence, it's all the same because it's like if you look at like, I don't even probably just say this like sports. If you look at all of the like successful people, you can say they're all arrogant. And
Especially
they
Kanye.
probably are, but
Nah,
that's still a derivative of confidence.
Yeah.
Without that confidence, they wouldn't be where they are. You know what I'm saying? Like all the billionaires, like Elon Musk.
Because there's
Bill
a lot
Gates.
of people doubting you, bro. And you gotta
These people
prove
are
that you
doubting
do.
you, and they're telling you, no, you can't do this. You won't do this. And you still are in front of their face telling them, like, no, I will.
And they think you sound crazy.
Yeah.
Like, a person can tell you, like, you're being arrogant. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, no, this isn't going to happen. And then guess what happens?
Just because you're not taking the
They
straight path that
exceed
they
everybody
think you
else's
should take.
expectations, and they do what
Way
they said they're
better.
going to do.
Yep.
But that's not like that's confidence. That's a good quality to have. And typically, if you're gonna reach those type of levels, you actually have to be, like you said, there's levels. You have to technically be arrogant. You have to be above just the regular common confidence that someone else has, right? Because what's gonna push you to the next level? What's gonna get you to that next stop? Like, because you're trying to be above someone that's already kind of done it in a sense,
Yeah.
on a smaller scale. And like, so to me, that's why I always say, like, people are like, you're arrogant, like, the way you talk and the way you think, it's like, it's not that. Like, growing up, like, I had probably the least amount of confidence out of probably everybody that I probably ever knew. And like, people would tell me, like in my family, friends, like, bro, like, you gotta be more confident, like, kind of believe in yourself a little bit more. Like, I just always struggled with that. Like, I always thought I was like beneath somebody else. And it took me a long time to realize, like, nah, like, I'm me. Like, I'm my own person. Like, I can do my own stuff. Like, I can think for myself and do certain things my own way. And it's like, because of how I talk and how I act now, it comes off like arrogant. Like, you're just like, you have all this confidence. It's like, yeah, I do. I probably do. Because for a long time, I was in this box where I had no confidence at all. Couldn't talk to girls.
Yeah.
I couldn't speak up when I needed to speak up when it came to situations, you know, with friends or, you know, people that I was close with. Like, just little things like that. It's like, I could like, never get that through my head, like, to just be, like, above what I was. Like, I was just in this box where it was just like, oh, I don't really have an opinion. Like, I'm just kind of, now I'm very opinionated, and I say what I want and how I feel.
And it feels like it can get carried away from, like, somebody else's point of view. Like, they're like, oh, you're too confident. But, like,
yeah, and it's like,
I'm kind of just getting used to that.
Sometimes they'll be
my
like,
confidence.
you're really bold. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'll say something that, like, somebody else probably wouldn't say, like, to someone's face. And they're like, you say that? And I'm not saying it works. It's like, maybe I might say something, you know,
or
out
maybe
of line,
it actually was, like,
something that's,
outlandish. But
you know what I'm saying? Maybe it was. But, like, I've always been under the impression, like, I'd rather just say what's on my mind and be truthful than to, like, lie to your face and be fake around you. Like, I never like that. Like, I always tell people, like, if you don't like me and we got beef or whatever the situation is, well, I don't want to say beef because there's no one that I really dislike. I don't care about people like that. So, if you don't like me and, like, I know that and you know what I'm saying, got a problem with me, whatever, like, let's have that. Like, we come around each other, like, we ain't gotta be buddy, friend, like, you say what's up to me, I say what's up to you, we keep it pushing. You stay on your side, I stay on my side, like, type shit. We don't have to do that, because it's like, I don't care, like, what are we being fake for? Who are we doing this for? I don't care, who are we in front of that, why that matters? Like, yeah, he don't mess with me. You know? We still be in the same area. Like, we not finna fight or anything, like, it's like, you just, whatever it is I did, he don't mess with me. Or it could be a woman or what, like, okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal to me. So, like, that's just my thought process now. But I get it. People have their own, like you said, determination of what confidence is. If you're too confident, you're arrogant or conceited. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because it's like, I feel like if everybody thought like that, we'd probably be in a much better place, right? There'd be a lot of less people that are insecure about themselves. Like, sure. you should wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and be like,
and have some
I'm
level of
shit.
confidence.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm me. Like, you should really think like
Like,
that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
so then you go outside into the real world, and somebody say something to you, you unfazed, because it's like, oh, I'm ugly? Nah, must be talking to the person behind me, because, hey, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm who I am, and everybody is who they are, and they should really embrace that, because, like I said, it took me the longest to do that. Like, I want to be everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm a grown man, I realize, like, wait, the whole time I was a cool one.
Man, I can.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
can relate to that
like, I was
mindset.
following the crowd, and it turns out, no, I'm the leader.
I can relate to that low confidence, almost follower mindset. Like high school, growing up, like I wanted to be like the popular kid so bad. Like I wasn't in a bad spot at all, but like I don't know. I just always looked up to those kind of people. Like, man, I gotta be like them. Like I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Actually, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like by no means was I like the bottom of the group, but I was just somewhere in the middle, lower class, like just trying to fit in. Like I just wanted to fit in.
You don't have to be at the bottom, but it's like
Not knowing that I already had people around me
you
that
are
were
probably at the top of the group, but you think you're in the middle.
yeah, just because my confidence.
And that's
wasn't
just
there.
as bad
Yeah.
as thinking you're at the bottom, because it's like, no, you aren't.
Well, a lot of the people I wanted to be like were not good influences at all, or like not who you really want to be.
But you're not reaching your full potential because you keep thinking that you're lesser than what you are.
Instead
It's
of
like,
just being
no,
what you
like,
already are.
You know what I'm saying? You are.
Yeah.
You are the one. You know what I'm saying?
You were him.
You
No.
were him,
That
bro.
guy.
You know what I'm
You were
saying? Like, you were him, bro.
I am
You know what I'm
him.
saying?
We are him.
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of have trouble with that too, but I'm like starting to pick up on it now.
For real.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like I said, I wasn't born with this. Like I didn't come out thinking I was this guy. That just
Not
was
at
like,
all.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell you.
And I don't want to say this and like make people think that like, you know what I'm saying, you could just flip a switch and like you just think that way. Like it does take a little bit of time. It does take a lot of self-reflecting, but even like what you're saying, like it took you a while and like you're still trying to work it out. It's like sometimes it's also your experiences that force you to think that way, right? So like if you grow up getting bullied, for instance, well, like in your mind, like now your mind is full of like all these things that people said about you, how you were treated, and it's like you think less of yourself because of what people said. So like I said, like that's gonna take some healing. That's gonna take some self-reflecting and trying to figure out like how to overcome that, because you know at some point you're not gonna be bullied anymore, and there is gonna be somebody or a group of people that say the complete opposite of what people were saying to you before, or they're gonna treat you the opposite of how you're being treated before. And you're not gonna know how to react to it because you're gonna be like, wait, like no, you're not. I'm not supposed to get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's the same thing. Like with us, probably not to the same extreme, like getting bullied, but like even let's say you try to talk to girls when you were younger, and every time they rejected you. So that builds up a psyche of like, am I unattractive? Like, am I not cool? Like, why is I can't get any girls? And then you're hearing stories from all your friends that you're like, they're my friends. Like, we're the same, and they're talking about, man, I was with Shorty last night. I got a Shorty on Wednesday. You just like, how am I not able to pull that? Like, what's wrong with me? Those are, you gotta go back and look and be like, those are just circumstances, right? Those are just one-of-one situations. That's not the collective, right? That's just a 10% of like your life. But at that time, it feels like 100%. It feels like, man, this is like the end of the world. Like, I can't get any girls. Like, no, it's just 10%. You still got a whole another like 60, 70 years of living. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to try to build that confidence and kind of, you know, create that new side where it's like, no, those girls just weren't into me. But there are some over here that are. And I need to go to that area. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep moving forward because You get lost in that, you'll think you're not good enough for anybody for the longest. And it happens with women too. They get with a guy, treat him like trash, and like now they think like that's what they are, and it's like, no, he's a jerk. Like, nah, that's one guy out of the other 10 that think you're like the world. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to keep trying, and you might keep failing, and you know that's part of the game. It's part of life. That's with anything, not even just relationships, just like in general. You know, that can carry over to your job or your profession or whatever you're trying to do. You know, be a content creator, an actor, or whatever you want to do. Make music. You gonna fail? You still gotta think you him. You still gotta think like,
Word.
yeah, that didn't work out, but this next one, this next one, that's me. I got it. Like, you gotta bring that mindset to everything, because it's like, if you don't, you're gonna fall back into those old ways of like, I'm not good enough, or like, this shouldn't be happening to me. Like I said, it takes time, like self-reflecting. You gotta work at it. You know, you gotta just keep a positive mindset through it all. I'm going on a rant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah,
Turn
hey.
into a therapy session.
Go on your tangent, bro. Help whoever you need to help,
like,
bro.
When we get in these
Mental
topics,
health.
sometimes like I just be having these thoughts, and I'm like, I want to kind of like put that out there for
Nah,
like,
that's
y'all,
real, though.
everybody, because it's like I want y'all to understand, like, bro, I went like this from experience. Like, I used to be like the bottom, like, but I wasn't, but I thought I was, and I look back and I'm like, if I would have had the thought process and like the confidence I have now back then, like, life would have been smooth. Like, I was overthinking everything. Like, what?
Overthinker for sure.
So, I mean, I still overthink. That's gotten me in trouble, you know, at my age now too. So I ain't gonna count like everything perfect now.
Man, you
but
fumble a lot of bags overthinking too. Trust me. Oh my god.
I don't know if that was a shot if you was like just saying.
Oh, I'm talking about me.
Hey, cause
I mean, you fumble some bags too,
Yeah,
but
I'm almost bad.
yeah. All right, we could do
Yeah,
like.
that's why I'm switching to defense.
Whoa.
Hey, bro, I can't play
I'ma
offense
use
no
that.
more. I've been fumbled so many bags, bro. I was like, Coach, man.
We could probably do like one or two more questions for y'all. Two more questions.
Yeah.
All right, so what's y'all take on this? Because I was thinking about this earlier this week.
Yeah.
Are y'all tripping if your homies start dating your ex, but they knew each other first?
Hey, that's
I ain't gonna lie.
that's a brain buster.
I started to be like, of course, but then I'm kind of
So
like,
okay.
I probably only know her because
So
of.
paint the scene. Paint the scene for me though. You're saying this is your homie,
Like, this my dog.
and
Like,
he's
they
got
want-
a friend. He's got a girlfriend, or like a friend that's a girl,
No.
and you meet her through him, and then y'all start dating.
The opposite.
Like,
So
what?
you meet the girl, like, y'all probably met through him. Like, he introduces you to her.
That's what
Yeah,
I
he
just
just
said.
No, you said it the opposite way. Like, they
No, I
dated.
didn't. I
No,
said the
you
exact
said, like,
same
they
way.
dated. They didn't date yet.
No, I never said they
You
dated.
talking about like
I was
you
saying
and her dated?
that's his girlfriend, but I tried to say girl that's a friend.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we're saying the same thing, but
You know what I'm saying. But
no, wait, I said it. You're supposed
because
to
you
know
go
what I'm
confuse
saying.
everybody. Like, I'm just trying to make sure I worded it the same way I said it at the very beginning. I'll say it one more time for you.
Take the picture.
Oh my
like,
god.
dang, bro. Like,
Alright, are you tripping? Or is it wrong if your best friend start dating your ex, but he knew her before y'all got together?
right. I'm saying like you met the girl through him.
Yeah.
That's the
We'll
only way
say
you would
that.
have known
We'll
her.
say that.
Yeah.
You could technically still know her, like, from, like, going out, and
just-
y'all just so happen to be in the same place, and he like, oh, like, that's my homegirl, like, But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna meet her through him.
Yeah, see, like that situation you just said. That don't make
either one you can answer. I just want you to answer the first one.
I'm saying
answer through her. You met her through
that
him.
That scenario you just said though kind of doesn't make sense because if this is your best friend, like you would know that he has a girlfriend.
No. They didn't date until y'all broke up.
No. When I'm saying girlfriend, I'm saying friend that's a girl. So stop thinking I'm talking about they're together. They're not
Think
together.
about it like this, like a childhood friend type
shit. I just want y'all to answer it. Like, it's not even about what it is. Like, either way, y'all need to answer
like,
it.
What are you not
Is that gonna be a problem for you? Or are you gonna be like...
I mean, if y'all, like, really homies, I feel like y'all can, like, look past that, to be honest, type shit. But it, like, depends on the situation, because, like, he can't, like, be disrespectful about it, type shit. He can't like be disrespectful. He can't like be disrespectful.
I can see that.
I just see it going wrong.
That's not gonna
It's like being a PS party and he just saying
that's
all
not
types
going
Oh my god, I have an even better question.
That's
Pretty much the same question.
Well,
but I know
we're
I
gonna
know the answer
fight,
to
bro.
it.
Or worse, bro. Like that's not going. Like you can't. Like nah.
Well, I feel like
You know what's wild?
Like he's talking to you. He's talking to you crazy. Like man,
oh yeah, if he talking to you crazy, then like
that's why she say my jump bigger than yours. Like,
yeah, like if you start talking wild, reckless like that, like,
up,
bro, I'm not even really hooking over the girl. It's like you're not about to disrespect me,
Yeah,
especially in
it's
front
like,
of her.
why are we even
Like
talking
after we
about
was
this?
together
Like,
too, like
yeah.
you supposed to be my dog.
Like,
Like
why is that even coming up in conversation? Like, just say
Yo,
you
I
wanna
didn't
fight,
know
bro.
that
Like,
information.
like, no.
that was wild, bro. But I don't even
just
know.
Like, me gonna be like, man, I know she cat, man.
Like, what would you do in that situation?
But nah,
like,
honestly, I
and
think
he starts talking wild.
I think it doesn't matter. You can't like.
Bro code, right?
I always say exes are off limits regardless of the situation.
Exes is off limits. Cause I ain't gonna lie. To be honest, in real life, like I've always thought about, like, man, like to my knowledge, like you're not supposed to mess with your homie ex, like. But no one's really ever laid that out there. Like no one's ever said because you really not
like
thinking
you said,
to.
It's bro code.
Yeah, like
you
it's just kind of bro
lay
code.
that out. Like you just should know.
It's like
that.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah,
Now
like, you just know that.
you do that from what I know. But I'm just saying, there's some people, bro. Like you'll see situations like on social media and stuff. And you'll be like, how did that happen? Mm-hmm. Like, how do y'all not already know that that's not okay? Like that shouldn't even be a situation.
You know, it's just. I know you painted to where like they know each other first, but I just like I'm saying it just don't matter. Like once I commit to her and like we become a couple,
she's kind of off limits. Like
it's first. I mean we a couple, so like you already it's off limits. But like once we break up,
and
it's like the thought of that shouldn't even.
Were
you
like low key like waiting on it to break up? Were you a part of the breakup? Were you already peeking?
Even you know what I'm saying? Even if he didn't know her first, like that's
yeah, like you just seem.
I'm just saying
it's sus, bro. Like it's kind of like you was already
off limits, like
kind of setting up like you was about to make your move. Like I just
because at the end of the day,
and she's trash
at
for
the end
even
of the day,
like
this is what's
going straight to him. That's
your friendship's done. Whether
friendship has to end. It sucks,
whether it's
like,
the girl or the dude. Like so, if I get with your friend and we break up,
bro,
like y'all can still be cool, but I feel like it just wouldn't like you're gonna lose one of us, and that kind of sucks a little bit because the girl's probably gonna be like, oh, I don't want to go over there because I'm there, right? Like I don't want to hang with y'all. So then you know my homie like, well, okay,
that's
we're
just
not hanging.
That's starting
Then
a lot.
my homie like, I'm about to go hang with a girl. I'm probably be like, all right. Like I don't want to be involved. Like we don't want to be around each other. So that kind of puts the homie in a bind. So honestly, what I really think,
What, remove yourself?
probably shouldn't even mess with like your homie's friend,
Yeah.
unless he put you on.
you type shit.
Cause I think like things get so complicated sometimes when you like.
Finish your point,
mess
and I got
within the-
something for you because I really don't know the answer for myself.
When you mess within the friend group, it's just like you really like.
It might mess it up whole time. Like
You
after
messing up
breaking
a lot. In that
Have you
situation,
been in that situation for real?
Like messing with a friend?
No, where your homie like was like, "Hey, bro, like he kind of trying to like hand off her, like he like I don't really want to talk to her no more. Like I'll put you on, like if if you want to like get on with this, because that's happened to me.
Talk to her anymore?
So like my homie,
No,
he was messing with this girl. No, this just off the friends, all that. Like this just a girl he talking to. Like he's talking to her for a little bit.
No, that's a whole different conversation.
And then he tried to hand her to you.
No.
Bro, that happened to me, and I was like, I didn't even want that. But
did they do something together?
I don't think I ever knew if they did or not.
If they didn't do anything together, then yeah, that's fine.
I don't know, but I don't think they did. But
once
I don't
they
remember.
do stuff together, like no, I don't want any parts of that.
But that happened once, bro, and I was like, yo, like, I just feel weird, like.
Nah, if they didn't do nothing, like if it's like I start talking to a girl,
if they didn't do nothing straight, if they didn't do nothing straight,
hey, bro, I'm gonna send her a number to you, like you talk to her, like we not hitting it up.
Yeah, they ain't do nothing straight.
I did that shit before.
Yeah, like that's fine, cause like
if
you didn't do nothing.
If they ain't do nothing, like it was just a date, they just wasn't feeling each other.
A girl you probably thought was like
more compatible, yeah.
So like that's fair game, but like if I like lay up with her or do something with her, and I try to pass it to you, yeah,
it's kind of like
that's a little weird.
It don't mean somebody's not gonna still do, like somebody's gonna do that still, but
there are people out there like that that are like, you know, she for the team. It's like
I never been on that like she for the team thing. Like after my homie messed with her, it just making me feel if we on that type of timing, like
it's just not. Can't do it.
Not what
I'm sorry.
First choice.
I'm not.
It's not my first choice.
I'm built different. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's not my first choice. Not at all. Not by any means.
Plus, it would just feel weird.
You said you just feel something?
I said it would feel weird.
Oh.
Like, that shit feel morally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like at that point,
it's the moral type beat. Yeah. Like that's all it is. Like rubbing me the wrong way
type shit.
From a moral aspect. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad. Well, it seemed like we pretty much agree on that. The answer to the question for you was basically, yeah, that's wrong. Like it's probably just gonna not be a good situation. It's wrong. You say yes.
Yeah, Bob said yeah. I
overall, like more than no.
More so, yeah. It definitely that shit gonna happen.
Yeah. Like if any of my homies mess with my ex, regardless of the situation, like we probably not gonna.
Yeah, because really if it's your ex in general, but like I just wanted to throw in like they knew each other first because that changes the dynamic a little bit. Yeah. And it makes you a little more lenient almost.
I'm a little bit more lenient if like I mess with a chick and they mess with her. I still think it's weird.
But they didn't date. Y'all didn't date.
But like there was no dating involved. Like it was just like
there was no
one
like,
night stand
love
type
factor.
Yeah, if it's like a one night stand type situation, like they messed with her too because they saw her out one night or something and she was just down. Whatever, like, cause I don't really care. Like, we stopped talking. Like, there's no like.
Some people they still might think about that. Like, not like trip on your homie, but they gonna be like, it's gonna be in their head. Like, dang, like he messed with her too though. Like that joint kind of like.
No, cause like I said, like we're our relationship is done.
But y'all can still be friends from that. Like
that literally that one night was like all it was. You know what I'm saying? Like so if you.
No, that's what I'm saying. That y'all can still be friends.
But if
the
we
other
start
situation,
if we start like a conversation, like we actually talking, like we hanging out, dating and stuff like that.
Yeah, if there was dating involved, y'all can't come back
like,
from that for real. Y'all can't really come back from that one for real. If it's like, dating involved at all.
Nah, but that's a good question though, cause it's like, what? Like, are we homies or?
You got some, I guess some way to say it.
Cause like I said, for me, I just don't even think like that. Like, it don't matter how attractive a girl is. Once my homie be like, bro, that's me.
Oh,
basically, you just went from a 9 to a 4. Like on some like off jump, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, my homie said he would. Now, if my homie try to holler and she double, then yeah, it's fair game for whoever. But like, if he start dating her and like they chilling, she coming over to the crib, all that stuff, like, nah, I'm sorry. Nah, sorry. No night, no drunk night, none of that.
Oh my God, I hate that excuse.
None of that gonna have me. Nah,
I hate that.
I'm in the right mind. I know who you are. You with my homie, like, no.
Yeah.
Back up off me, shorty.
Nah, that's crazy.
No, with none of that. But that's just that loyalty factor. Like, how loyal are you to a friend? Like, how are you
loyal to a fault?
Boy, I ain't saying I ain't gonna get done wrong, but
nah.
I'm not built to do it.
Yeah, nah.
No sir.
sure.
I actually feel like I couldn't even do it. Like even if it was somebody I ain't even know. Like I've never been like built like that.
Nah, I don't think either one of us been built like that, bro. We ain't never been no savages like that. Don't we get down, but we.
I didn't even say
we
that.
not doing
Not
that
someone
there.
I don't know, but like, let's say an old homie and I like aren't cool anymore. Like me and an old homie aren't cool anymore. Like I still wouldn't probably mess with his exes. Like just, nah.
Anything else y'all got? We just flowing, like we just chopping it up for real.
I feel like it's some, but like I can't.
Yeah, nah, I ain't. Don't force nothing. All right, that's gonna conclude today's podcast. Then I guess you guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 1. We're gonna see you. I'm gonna be trying to post at least one a week. So thank y'all for tuning in again. Add them. I'm gonna put their ads and their socials and everything in there, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.
I'm on the ground at Rion Lamar. Put the 1 for the L.
And then yours.
I'm on TikTok. You'll put it in the.
I'll put it on the screen. I'm gonna drop it in the description as well. All right, I'm gonna see y'all next time. Appreciate it.
Deuces.